Joel 2 1-17 An army of locusts. Verse 1. Blow the trumpet in Zion, sound the alarm on my holy hill. Let all who live in the land tremble, for the day of the Lord is coming. It is close at hand. Verse 2. A day of darkness and gloom, a day of clouds and blackness. Like dawn spreading across the mountains, a large and mighty army comes, such as never was in ancient times nor ever will be in ages to come. Verse 3. Before them fire devours, behind them a flame blazes. Before them the land is like the Garden of Eden, behind them, a desert waste, nothing escapes them. Verse 4. They have the appearance of horses, they gallop along like cavalry. Verse 5. With a noise like that of chariots they leap over the mountain tops, like a crackling fire consuming stubble, like a mighty army drawn up for battle. Verse 6. At the sight of them, nations are in anguish, every face turns pale. Verse 7. They charge like warriors, they scale walls like soldiers. They all march in line, not swerving from their course. Verse 8. They do not jostle each other, each marches straight ahead. They plunge through defenses without breaking ranks. Verse 9. They rush upon the city, they run along the wall. They climb into the houses, like thieves they enter through the windows. Verse 10. Before them the earth shakes, the heavens tremble, the sun and moon are darkened, and the stars no longer shine. Verse 11. The Lord thunders at the head of his army, his forces are beyond number, and mighty is the army that obeys his command. The day of the Lord is great, it is dreadful. Who can endure it? Rend your heart. Verse 12. Even now, declares the Lord, return to me with all your heart, with fasting and weeping and mourning. Verse 13. Rend your heart and not your garments. Return to the Lord your God, for he is gracious and compassionate, slow to anger and abounding in love, and he relents from sending calamity. Verse 14. Who knows? He may turn and relent and leave behind a blessing, grain offerings and drink offerings for the Lord your God. Verse 15. Blow the trumpet in Zion, declare a holy fast, call a sacred assembly. Verse 16. Gather the people, consecrate the assembly, bring together the elders, gather the children, those nursing at the breast. Let the bridegroom leave his room and the bride her chamber. Verse 17. Let the priests, who minister before the Lord, weep between the portico and the altar. Let them say, spare your people, Lord. Do not make your inheritance an object of scorn, a byword among the nations. Why should they say among the peoples, where is their God?